guys, how are you all doing? Welcome back to another Coventry City preview. Now today we're going to be previewing Coventry City's home game against Rotherham United on the Saturday, and it's a very interesting fixture. Both teams are coming into this similar positions in the table. Coventry City 19th, Rotherham United 20th, and there really isn't a lot to separate these two teams. In my predictions video I did predict a 1-1 draw for this game, but there is a lot into this. I'll get straight into it. I mean, Coventry City should not underestimate Rotherham United. Just because they've come up from League One does not mean that they're going to be any different to any of the other Championship teams we've played already this season. Okay, so Rotherham United, they're going to be as desperate to stay up this season as Coventry, you know, maybe even more so because they've got a point to prove. Every time Rotherham have come up into the Championship recently, they seem to go down within a year or two. Now obviously I went to both games when we played them last year in League One. Now the away game was one to forget, a 4-0 defeat at the New York Stadium. It just all went wrong. It was one of those games where we just got all of the mistakes in our season out in one game. We just capitulated there and Rotherham took advantage. They beat us 4-0 at their place last year. Now when we played them at home, it was just before we went into the first lockdown. I think it was about our second last game of the season, of that League One season. We were at home to them. Now they were very good in the first half. They scored from a dubious foul on Marco Morosi. Some fans will say he just dropped the ball. But yeah, Rotherham were 1-0 up. They deserved to be in that first half. But in the second half, we were really good. We came out and we matched them. And the game finished 1-1. And it was quite an important draw, that, in the grand scheme of things. And then obviously both of us were in the top two when the season came to a halt and we both got promoted automatically. Now, what have I made of Rotherham United so far in the Championship this season? Well, they've been okay. After about 10 games, I'd have said they were the best performing team of any of the League One teams that came up. But Coventry City since then have started to match them and we've just gone above them in the table. Rotherham haven't won in their last 4 games, meanwhile Coventry City are unbeaten in their last 4. So we're both coming into this in contrasting form, but it doesn't always work like that. Personally, I think this game will be a draw because at the moment Robbins has got a bit of a philosophy which says if you don't win the game, at least draw it, and I think Rotherham are quite a solid team. We might struggle to break them down. Rotherham will probably just be after a result to stop their rot. Like I said, they haven't won since they beat Preston at home before the international break. So it's an interesting game. Like I say, they're both going to be wanting to stay above the relegation zone as long as they can. I believe both teams haven't been in the bottom 3 yet this season. And it's a massive, massive game. Like I say, a win for either team just propels them up a couple of spaces and just gives them that bit of breathing space above the relegation zone. But a defeat for either of the teams could be quite costly. Now, I mean, Coventry City, we've got a really, really interesting run of fixtures. I mean, Rotherham, I'm sure they do as well. Everyone's fixture list is so congested at the moment. But obviously, we've got Rotherham, and then we've got Luton, we've got Wycombe, we've got Sheffield Wednesday. So you could say that is 4 games where we can maybe extend this unbeaten run. Personally, we're probably going to lose one of them. But it'd be good if we can get a couple of wins. Realistically, if we can win 2 out of those 4, that's not a bad return. So it'd be good to start with a win here against Rotherham. I mean, Coventry fans, let me know down below, would you take a draw in this game? I suppose you wouldn't, because although extending the unbeaten run is quite good, if you just extended it with draws, it doesn't feel like that much of an unbeaten run. It doesn't feel that good. So you've got to chuck a couple of wins in there. Personally, I'm of the opinion that you've got to try and win those home games, and then a point in any away game is pretty good in the Championship. So yeah, we're going to see. It's going to be an interesting game. Once again, I'm going to be doing a live reaction, so make sure you watch out for that. But yeah, I really don't know what to think of this one. It really could go either way. It would be very Coventry to go and lose this one after picking up a few decent results. But like I said, Rotherham United are not to be underestimated. They're going to give us a very good game, and that's why I've gone for a 1-1 draw. I'll see you all in the next video, guys. Take care. Peace out.